Hi guys, Dan Cooper here from Pro Tools Expert, and I've got myself a copy of Blue Cat Audio's latest plugin. This is called Late Replies, and it's a delay multi-effects plugin, but it's so much more than that. Like other Blue Cat Audio plugins, this enables users to host AU, VST and VST3 plugins, which is great for us Pro Tools users. And as you can probably see, there's quite a few areas where we can instantiate these plugins. But it's not about that. There are other Blue Cat Audio plugins specifically designed for hosting AU and VST plugins within Pro Tools, such as Patchworks and MB7 Mixer. Done reviews of both of them. Check the description out for links to those. But back to Late Replies. So it's a delay and multi-effects plugin. And this has quite a few special little features under the hood that I'm going to show you around in this video. But first, let me show you around the GUI, because at first glance it does look a little bit intimidating. But once you understand where things are, really this isn't that difficult to use. So at the top we've got this pattern section, and underneath that we've got a mixer for the taps, the delays. Now first things first, I like to work with my delays in sync with the host. That's just how I like to work, or at least as a starting point. And I've got this on a vocal, so I'm just going to hit play. As you can hear, very simple, kind of slapbacky sort of thing going on there out of the box. So at the pattern at the top here, you can see that there is a grid of 8. I'm going to bring this down just at the top here to a grid of 4, and I've got 1 repeat. So that's what we work with in the pattern section here. So I'm going to bring this up to 3 repeats. And again, you can see at the bottom here that mixer is populated with insert points there for VST and AU plugins. But we've got level and pan control, and we can position the timings of each of these repeats on the pattern here. So I'm going to put the first on the second division, 3 and 4. Let's have a little listen to this quickly. Stand here on holy ground. Yeah, so again, we can pan, move these about a little bit. 1 left, 1 right, 1 up the middle. Stand here on holy ground. All very simple so far. So let's have a little go with loading a VST. But first, I just want to bring this to your attention. Blue Cat have included some internal plugins. Now what I mean by that is you can see here we've got delays, echoes, dynamics, EQ, filters. So let's put a filter on the first repeat, something like high pass. Let's put something on the second, like pitch shifter, move the shifts. And the third, let's go for modulation, let's go for chorus. I suspect this isn't too dissimilar from Blue Cat's free chorus plugin. And let's have another listen. Stand here on holy ground. Okay, sounds a bit of a mess, but I am just throwing things on here just to show you the features. So let's just turn these off quickly. As you can see, we can load, again, these internal plugins or the VST and AU plugins pre the effects and post. Now below the pattern section, we've got this feedback loop section. Now this is where the patterns that we've just built in this top section here, we can then get them to start going round and round and round again. It's the feedback sort of thing you get in any other delay plugin, but it does quite a lot, this. And again, you can see more areas there at the bottom as well to add your internal Blue Cat plugins. But what I'm going to do is load preset up. Let's go through a rhythmic pattern. Anything will do for the minute. And you can hear that feedback trailing away nicely. So a little bit more in this section. We've got 2 loop sections here. You can either control them sort of together by clicking this little link button. So if you move a dial like this, they both move together, or you can break them off and set one independently to the other, which is quite nice. Again, same with pan and level for both as well. We've got this little display in the middle here. Again, we can increase the grid like we did in the top display, all very easy to do. And L1, L2, loop 1, loop 2, that's kind of the lingo in this, like R's repeats, L loop, pretty self-explanatory. Let me just demo a reverb for you. Stand here on holy ground. And as you saw there, the GUI just expanded. Now that's because you can load up to 8 repeats on the front end here in the pattern section. So it's nice that the GUI scales to fit everything in. And as you just heard from that little example there, it sounds lovely, really nice. Which takes me on to a feature that I think, well, it stands out to me. And that is the ducking feature here on the right. Now you can get the sidechain to trigger obviously from the input, as it says here, on default or external. I'm going to keep it on input. And what this does is that it will push the volume of the effects back when the input is, like this vocal, is singing. And when it stops, it will raise the volume of the effects, which is a really, really useful production technique. So let me show you how to do that. Simple as dialing in an amount. Then we've got sort of your basic compressor controls here, threshold, attack and release. So let's have a listen, hear how it sounds.
Standing here on holy ground.
It's brilliant. It's a great way of adding depth and focus to ambiences in a mix. Above the ducking controls, we've got this feature called spread. Give you 3 guesses what that does. Now, if we pull it all the way to the left, mono.
Standing here on holy ground.
Fall to the right, wide, nice and easy. Another little feature that you'll find littered throughout this plugin is this little symbol. It's a lock. Now, I'll just show you on the duck feature here quickly. If we lock this, so it turns white, that ducking feature will not change when you are, for instance, flicking through presets. So I'm going to go for, again, a long reverb. I'm going to put this vocal in the context of a mix, and I'm going to flick through some presets so we can have a little listen to how this thing sounds.
Standing here on holy ground. Listen to the city with all its sounds. There couldn't be a place that could ever be found. It's better than this. It's better than this. And oh, we'll take this message home. Tell everyone who's never been here at all. Say before the last that they will never want to leave this place. For the heart to be alone.
That one's nice. So what's my final thoughts on Blue Cat's Late Replies plugin? Well, as you can probably tell, I really like it. It's different. The fact that this does the whole reverb thing as well, it's a pseudo reverb sort of thing, I know, but it does it and it sounds lovely. I really like that. The inclusion of roughly 25 internal plugins is also very, very welcome, and they all sound absolutely lovely. I can't go through them in this video, maybe for a future video. Now, in 2016, Blue Cat Audio released Destructor, a very clever guitar amp / distortion plugin. And that changed things for me with distortion. It changed the way that I recorded guitars with DIs, changed the way I mixed with saturation, and I've got a feeling this is going to change the way I work with delays. So for that reason alone, I'm awarding this a Pro Tools Expert Editor's Choice Award. This is a plugin that I've found that can be as simple as you want it to be, or as complicated, which is quite nice. You don't have to do all this hosting plugin lark. You can hide it all away and keep it sort of like a bread and butter multi-tap delay plugin. But really the feature that I absolutely love the most in this is that duck feature. Yes, it is in other plugins, but this is a really clever, want of a better word, ducker. It does the job brilliantly. For more information on the Blue Cat Audio Late Replies plugin, do check out the Blue Cat Audio website. Get the demo, have a go for yourself, and let us know your thoughts on this in the comments below. I'm Dan from Pro Tools Expert, and I'll catch you next time.